AI is already transforming the workplace, of course. A new survey done by Access Partnership and AWS shows that the change of pace has been astonishing. 73% of employers say hiring people skilled in AI is a priority, but 2 out of 3 say they have trouble filling those roles. 92% of over 1,000 organizations surveyed plan to use AI-related solutions by the year 2028. Most employers believe that their IT department will benefit the most from the technology. Marketing and HR will find some value. 49% of employers and employees believe that AI could boost overall productivity. For a closer look on how we work or you work, or we all work together, Amr Awadallah, the co-founder and CEO of Vectara, a generative AI search program. Good to see you, and thank you for joining us. Help us out here. When we started going into search, that was a skill set, right? To use technology in sort of the traditional workplaces of office and things like that, and that was a skill set. We're now talking about teaching an entire generation a new skill set that we call AI. What does that mean to regular folks like us?
Yeah, so I'll give you a simple example that hopefully will help make this clear. Imagine you're using a piece of software for image editing. You're trying to edit images. In the old days, the only way we could edit images is by using a mouse, and you had to use the mouse and drag on a screen to select the area you want to change. And then it became easier when we now had the touch screen devices like the iPhone and other devices, so we can use our fingers, which are a bit more even easier to use than a mouse. But what's AI now helping us is evolving our interface with how we communicate with software, so we can just speak to it. And that's the new skill set that we need to learn, is how can we just speak with AI. So imagine you took a photo of your family, but one of your kids was missing. They were...
I can add one of my missing kids to the family photo, is what you're saying.
Exactly. You can just tell the software, exactly. You can just tell the software, oh, my kid is missing, add him in. Versus if you were to do it by mouse and by hand, it's a bit more harder to do.
Well, so if they can figure out, look, if AI can figure out how to go through my gallery and just delete all the blurry pictures, that would be a time saver for me. Tell me about your company, Vectara. What do they do, or what do you do, and how do workers benefit?
Yes, so what we have is a trusted generative AI platform that allows yourself and any organization to leverage the knowledge that you have. So as an example, take all of the transcripts of the conversations you have had with folks like me and put them in a system where you can now ask it any question. Oh, last time when I talked with Amr, what did we talk about? Or I'm looking at this new interview I plan is doing with person X. What should I ask them about? And then the AI would give you ideas and suggestions based on your prior work as part of that response.
The jobs that are at risk from this. You know, sometimes, and forgive me, I feel like that AI is really an extension of what basic research or search would have done. It would require obviously a little bit more time and research, and it's kind of doing it for us. Not to oversimplify it, but it doesn't seem that advanced to me. That said, there's a lot of people, you know, in our industry, and I'm sure people you know, who are very much worried about their jobs, and I don't know if they should be, but what jobs or what workers should be worried?
Very good question. So when any new technology comes into existence, by definition, the job space will get rearranged a bit, where there might be some older jobs that will be replaced, but newer jobs that will be created. So for example, Google Maps, having something like Google Maps, which by the way has very powerful AI behind it, that allows us to go from any location to another location. That made us all become very good at navigating, very good at becoming an Uber driver, if we want to be. So it unlocked a lot of new jobs that otherwise would not have been possible. That said, the people that were very good navigators, that were naturally remembered every street and every shortcut, their value came down, right? Because now there's a lot more people that can do their job. So that's how I look at technology, and that's how I look at this new wave, is those of us that know how to leverage these new technologies to be 10x, 100x more productive, we will replace the ones that don't know how to leverage the technology. So my advice is we need to learn how can we use AI in our jobs to be a lot more productive.
So let's say I'm a college graduate or high school student or somebody new to the workforce. And of course, I know what AI is, but I don't have the skills to be an engineer by any means, but I'd like to be a part of AI. What subjects are we studying, or what am I supposed to be studying so that I can be more knowledgeable about AI?
I would say the first step is to start using it. So I look at AI as a tool that we use that will allow us to be superhuman, that will allow us to do things that we couldn't do in the past. And I know this sounds like science fiction right now, but that is what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a journey where you will be able to create a movie very easily. You're not a director. You're not a cinematographer, you're not an actor, you're not a script writer, but you'll be able to describe the idea of the movie that you want, and the AI will make the entire movie for you. That's coming. Believe it or not, that is coming. Or you want to create a news report segment like the one we're having right now. What questions should I ask? What should I not ask? And the AI would create that for you. So my advice for any person, not just new students coming out of schools, is you need to start learning how to leverage AI in the same way that when mobile devices came out, those of us that learned how to use them got an advantage. And in the same way, when laptops came out, those of us that learned how to use them got an advantage. So start small. Start by using things like ChatGPT to ask questions. Start by using things like Midjourney to generate art and to generate designs, or Runway ML to create small movies and small video clips. So just start getting comfortable with the technology so you can be one of the first people that truly know how to leverage it to be better at what we do.